Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hidden among the grasslands of South America is an animal so elusive it completely deceived science for over 200 years. Long before biologists attempted to classify it, the indigenous Mapuche people of Chile knew of a creature they called the Colo-Colo. According to their folklore, the Colo-Colo begins life in a stented, strangely small egg, often said to be laid by a rooster. It hatches as a burrowing lizard or snake, eventually metamorphosing into a feathered rat. It then sneaks into homes, feeding on the saliva of sleeping residents and leaving them with a fatal case of tuberculosis. Locals took the threat seriously, burning any suspect rooster eggs they found. But as European explorers and naturalists arrived in South America, they began searching for the biological reality behind the bloodthirsty myth. The biological reality was Leopardus colo-colo, a secretive small feline commonly known as the pampas cat. But classifying this animal immediately created a problem for early naturalists. Researchers working in different countries were cataloging what they believed to be the same species, yet their physical descriptions conflicted. In some regions, researchers recorded a cat with a rusty reddish coat. In others, the specimens were a pale gray or yellowish gown. Some cats had stark, dark bands wrapping around their legs, while others lacked distinct rings entirely. Even their overall body sizes varied depending on where they were trapped. Biology generally expects a single species to maintain a consistent morphology. The central question for naturalists became, how could one type of wildcat exist in so many contradictory physical forms? The answer lay in the sheer scale of the cat's domain. The pampas cat survived on the steep, freezing slopes of the Andes Mountains, at elevations reaching 5,000 meters. Yet, it was also documented thousands of meters below, thriving at sea level near the coastal environments of Chile, like the harbor at Valparaiso. To the east, the cat hunted in the vast, wide-open savannas and flatlands of Argentina. And moving north into Brazil and Paraguay, it was recorded navigating the dense, scrubby vegetation of the Chaco forests. Surviving in these radically different biomes forced the animal to adapt visually. A cat freezing in the high Andes requires a thick, muted coat, while a hunter in the Chaco forests needs distinct stripe patterns to break up its silhouette among the dense scrub. By adapting so perfectly to such contrasting environments, the animal effectively disguised its true biological identity from researchers. For centuries, science assumed it was simply a highly adaptable single species. What ranked these populations was a stealthy approach to hunting. Operating mostly in the twilight and deep into the night, the cat proved to be a versatile predator across all its habitats. It specializes in striking from the shadows to capture local rodents, including chinchillas, as well as ground-dwelling birds and other small mammals. If you're enjoying this video and haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider hitting that button below. That helps me bring more wildlife mysteries right to your feed. While its hunting tactics remained effective across the continent, the visual discrepancies in its fur and bone structure finally pushed modern geneticists to demand a closer look. In 2020, a team of researchers led by Fabio Oliveira de Nascimento published an exhaustive study. They analyzed genetic sequencing, measured cranial bone structures, and mapped the exact climatic niches of these cats across the continent. This map reveals the Colo-Colo is actually a complex of 5 distinct wildcat species. Researchers classified the central Chilean, Gryleps, southern, Pantanal, and Muñoz pampas cats. Genetic data proved they are monotypic, having no subspecies, and remain completely isolated in their respective geographic pockets. This conclusion explained why the Colo-Colo looked so wildly different depending on where it was found. Scientists were actually looking at 5 completely separate animals. Dividing one species into 5 creates an immediate problem for conservation math. A single widespread species possesses a population robust enough to survive environmental stress. Splitting that population by 5 drastically reduces the number of individuals, leaving these new cats confined to highly restricted habitats. Because of habitat loss, expanding agricultural operations, and human encroachment fracturing their remaining territories, several of these populations now sit on the IUCN's near-threatened list. It is a harsh biological paradox. The same scientific data that allowed us to finally understand these animals also revealed exactly how close we are to losing them. As apex micropredators, these 5 felines perform critical pest control. If their fractured populations fail, the rodent balance in their respective ecosystems will be severely disrupted. Yet, despite their fragmented status, they remain incredibly hardy animals. If their specific habitats are protected, individuals are capable of living up to 16 years in the wild. The Colo-Colo complex proves that South America's vast landscapes still harbor biological identities that can evade discovery for centuries. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.